looking at the risks, we've already talked a bit about the US and tariffs, but what are the biggest risks to your portfolio? And I'm going to kick off with Jules.
Sure. I mean, we are stock pickers, so as always, the main risk for us is just to pick the wrong stocks. I mean, we know from experience that a large proportion of our long-term performance actually comes from a few exceptional stocks. So if you miss this exceptional stock, then your performance will be average. So that's why as a team, we spend so much time and effort in finding these, what we call hidden gems, that will go up multiple times in the coming years. Now, it's fair to say we also use a very well-established investment process, which uses value, quality, and momentum. The reason we work that way, we use a process, is because it ensures repeatable results. Now, this work over the long term, however, it has one big weakness in the short term, which is when the market is dominated by macroeconomic news rather than company fundamentals, the portfolio tends to struggle. That's what happened in 2022 because the market was focused on inflation and the invasion of Ukraine, and so we underperformed. So we know when the market is dominated by macro news, that's where we struggle. So hopefully a calm macroeconomic world would help us.
That makes a lot of sense. And I like your frankness. The biggest risks are picking the wrong stocks. That's very, very honest. Very good. Marcel, how about you? What are your biggest risks in your portfolio?
Yeah, I mean, similar to Jules, we're bottom-up stock pickers at heart, so I can only echo that, kind of having some stock blow-ups, or even just, for us, it's not just kind of missing the winners, obviously, in MSCI Europe, kind of calling a few of the Novos or the ASMLs or the SAPs badly can really hurt you too. So that's definitely the main issue. Other than that, I would say if I look at this time periods when we've underperformed, if you think about what we're trying to do, we're trying to deliver consistent dividend growth. And the secret in that is the kind of word growth and then also the word dividend. So kind of periods where, growth is kind of not working as well, and particularly given we're a bit more defensively positioned, periods when you have a very sharp value-led rally. So I'm thinking like the vaccine rally back in October 2020. Those are the type of markets where we can struggle to keep up, certainly relative to the benchmark, even though in absolute terms, we would obviously do okay in those environments.
Yeah, I can understand that. And now, George, what's the biggest risk to your portfolio?
It's going to be a very similar answer, I'm afraid. In that, from a relative perspective, because we have a very pure kind of dedication to quality and growth companies, we believe that is where the real sort of multi-baggers can come from over the long term within small cap investing. We will underperform if we have a situation where lower quality or value companies do particularly well. But frankly, that's more of a sort of shorter term concern. And over the longer term, it really does come back to that stock picking point. It's picking the wrong companies or missing something in our due diligence that's going to hurt us. And it's for that reason that, of course, we put a lot of resources and a big team behind making sure we're doing our due diligence. And of course, the risk management processes and the diversification at the portfolio construction level, so that even when we do make a mistake, because we do make them and we will make them, it's not the end of the world. We can move on, and we can still allow the rest of the portfolio to do its thing.